Huh. Hold on. I looked this up. What do I see? A blast from the past 4 years ago from the Theo Von podcast. The problem with the COVID vaccine. RFK Jr. explains to Theo Von. 310,000 views. A lot of people learned about mRNA vaccines through this.
Is they have all these vaccines.
I forgot it. I forgot about his voice. I forgot what this would entail.
And they recognize that it's going to be really hard to get a vaccine that does what people say they would think it's going to do. So they have been reducing the standards to make it so that they can pass a vaccine no matter what.
And what they think it's going to do is make it so that they don't have to worry about COVID at all.
Right, right.
Is that what they're...
If you get a shot, you're protected.
You're good.
And that you're not going to transmit it.
Okay.
And particularly, we want to make sure that the people who are vulnerable, so people with comorbidities and fragile elderly, that it's going to keep them from dying. But what they did is the testing protocols that they're using do not require them to show any of those things. The testing, and I'll tell you how it.
Does anyone else think that, given how everything turned out, we should have just left the vaccines to be purely volunteer only and just let all the chuds die? Because like 1 million people died due to COVID, and I feel like we could have brought those numbers up, to be honest with you. I think we should have natural selectioned the population a little bit with this one. Yeah, a great chud aside. They still would have politicized it. And listen, okay? The vaccine's totally free. It's totally voluntary. Yeah, why waste time trying to help them? Herd immunity, but it didn't happen. The vaccines were good for lowering the hospitalization rate by reducing the severity of infections, but it didn't actually prevent it from spreading, right? It was just too big, too fast, you know, whoosh, all over the place. Yeah, changed too much. Just a real like blitz through the population. Please don't turn an offhand comment into an unironic take. I don't know. It seems like we're all gonna die anyway. Hey, listen, okay? I'm just pro freedom, okay? It kept folks from dying. Yes, they should have gotten the damn vaccine. Yeah, that's why I'm sad. You can still tell them to take it. Like, yeah, hey, listen, man. Come on, it's free. It's fucking free. Get on down to your local doctor's office or stadium or something. Get your fucking COVID vaccine, and they wouldn't have gotten it.
Works. They take 22,000 people and they give them the Pfizer vaccine. And they took 22,000 people and give them a placebo.
I don't know why we're listening to this video. Let's listen to the new one where, oh, I'm sorry, because we've had a glow up now. So this was RFK Jr. back when he was literally nobody. Now here's RFK Jr., head of the Department of Health and Human Services, explaining his new COVID vaccine directive. What a glow up.
The COVID vaccine for healthy children and pregnant women will shortly be removed from the CDC recommended immunization schedule. Here's what the HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. just posted on social media.
I couldn't be more pleased to announce that as of today, the COVID vaccine for healthy children and healthy pregnant women has been removed from the CDC recommended immunization schedule. Last year, the Biden administration urged healthy children to get yet another COVID shot despite the lack of any clinical data to support the repeat booster strategy in children.
What?
All right, let's go live right now to CNN medical correspondent Meg Terrell. Meg, what more are you learning about this?
Yeah. Oh wait, I want to watch the full press release. Why I only got a little snippet there. They even cut off the audio at the end there. Hold on. RFK Jr. COVID. Oh, it's only 58 seconds. They really didn't do a full thing. It was that long. It's literally like that was the.
Hi everybody, I'm Robert.
That ends today. It's common sense and it's good science.
There's no evidence healthy kids need it today.
You're
and
cut
most
off
countries have stopped recommending it for children.
We're now one step closer to realizing President Trump's promise to make America healthy again.
Produced. Oh. They didn't know that they were cut off by the thumbnail of the next recommended video Reporter has tense exchange with Brandon Johnson over racist rhetoric that you've used. This is the Nazi gubernatorial candidate who talked about peeing on his wife, right? Or was it, no, cheating on his wife by peeing on his wife's sister? Or is that a different one? No? Oh, you're not going to call me racist for mixing up people, right? Yes, that was Mark Robinson. Oh, no, this is Brandon Johnson. Now you're going to call me racist. That's fine. You know what? I'll take my shots. Wait, then who's Brandon Johnson? Miss Gender Lynn, you did it too. You also said it. Mayor of Chicago? Oh, aren't people super mad at him? I don't think I've ever covered anything that he's done. A man as face blind as you are should not be guessing names like that. No, fuck you. I mix up white people all the time. You know what? Unironically, Trump won. Eat shit, libtards, okay? I'm not falling into this fucking race-based shit. You know, you people play their goddamn celebrity mix and match face guessing games, and everyone's like, oh, better not fuck this up, better not fuck this up. I know, like, I could recognize at face maybe 3 white male actors. Women? I don't know if I could recognize a single woman anywhere, except for maybe my mom and yours, okay? I'm not participating in this humiliation ritual that society is directed against white men such as myself, where we have been shaped, and it's ableist, by the way. I have autism, which is socially constructed, by the way, which is why I'm face blind. So basically, you're racist, you're ableist, and you're presumptuous. And as you know, assuming makes an ass of you and me. Mostly you. Fuck you. You promise not to yell at us today? Yeah.
Wolf, I mean, this is a continuation of the policy change we heard about from FDA last week as it pertained to updating COVID boosters. Typically, we've been doing that in a seasonal fashion, the same way we do for flu shots. But last week, the FDA leadership put out a new framework where essentially that system would remain the same for people over the age of 65 and those with underlying health conditions, putting them at higher risk for severe COVID-19. But they were saying they wanted to require clinical trial data for essentially everyone else. Now we're hearing they are going to remove the COVID vaccine from the childhood immunization schedule and the recommendation for healthy pregnant women to receive the vaccine as well. And Wolf, it is true that the CDC has recommended
I never see you with small mugs. They're all as big as your face. I have 2 cups of coffee in the morning, so I need a big mug for the double shot. So this sucks, huh? You know, I'm pretty sure, like, we're going to be going back to miasma theory pretty soon. A lot of people, it's like the flat earth thing again, where liberals are like, they don't really believe that, do they? I'm pretty sure that germ theory is going to be like the patricians' education soon. You know what I mean? Like like you're gonna have to be a part of the genteel upper class to believe in that. And the vast majority of people are gonna be like, well, I can't see it, so it's not real. It's not exactly intuitive, you know?
The idea that the vaccine can help prevent against that as well are reasons that a lot of folks still want access to them, and some folks are worried that they're going to lose that access.
Big news on COVID vaccines this morning. HHS Secretary Robert Kennedy says the CDC will stop recommending that healthy children and pregnant women get routine COVID shots.
Last year, the Biden administration urged healthy children.
That's just a segment repeat? Nah, it's fine. Anyway, miasma theory's coming back, okay? Honestly, I don't really give a shit about, like, our current COVID scheduling because it seems like, now that Trump's in office, I can say COVID was never real, obviously. But it is definitely the case that this administration would have no way of dealing with any kind of health epidemic, like any epidemic, any health crisis at all. Like if bird flu, H5N1 mutated into some kind of like transmissible human form or whatever else, they would have no way of dealing with it. It would not be possible. This administration could not respond to it. Honestly, Vaush, I'm really tired of lots of people dying being the only way to drag Trump's popularity down, enough for him to lose to the incompetent Dems. Yeah, man, I really wish Trump won in 2020. We would not be in the position we're in right now. Like, not even close. Things would be so much, like, unironically, things would be so much better. Yeah, but then Biden might have won in 2024. Honestly, with the Democrats being the way they are, maybe. Please say you're joking. No, I genuinely believe this, yeah. The reason the Trump administration is so bad right now is because they had 4 years of no consequences after Jan 6 to simmer and build up like an ensemble of sociopaths to control the government with no oversight from neocons, like he had in his first term. If he had just won right out the gate and had 2 consecutive terms, he would have just run the country into the ground then, without the ability to systematically dismantle the Constitution, you know? Yeah, but COVID would have been a lot worse. Honestly, if Trump had been in charge of the distribution of the vaccine, it would have gone a lot worse at first, but it probably wouldn't have been the same culture war issue, because Trump still takes credit for the vaccine. So he would have been like, you know, no, go on, go out, get the vaccine. Yeah, he did warp speed, so he did fast track the production of the vaccines. He also just would have been in charge of distributing them, which he would have fucked up immensely, but then that would have reflected poorly on him, you know? In my opinion. Yeah, if Trump had won in 2021, how could they have done Project 2025? It doesn't make any sense. It wouldn't have even been that year. Have you noticed how everything's worse than years ago? Nah, I haven't. I think things are fine, actually.